Hi, I'm Elena with YouTube Pilates. This is Brooklyn. We're going to do a reformer workout today. I have the box on. The box is on long box style. That's where it looks like the carriage itself. We're going to put the bar down completely. And then we're going to have on one medium spring. In my world, that's a red spring. All of our reformers are different, so do whatever your reformer needs. So medium spring. Usually we have a light, medium, and heavy. Sometimes you have just a spring and it's all the same weight. So just one spring, in other words. Have a long box on, the bar is down. One more time. One red spring, long box on, bar is down, and we're gonna get started. We're gonna start off by sitting on the box facing the bar. The feet are gonna be on the edge of the reformer. Now, I want you to remember that Pilates is a practice. I want you to set your ego to the side and do whatever you can in all these movements. I don't expect you to execute, and I can't see you, but I don't expect you to execute these moves full out. I want you to do your absolute best on whatever we can do. Sometimes you need to get to know your equipment and your own body and the exercise itself. Just remember it's a practice and you can do your absolute best. So feet are on the side of the reformer. Hands are on your thighs. I want your knees right over your ankles and just scoot back on the box wherever that honors that. Welcome to the practice. I'm glad you're here. Take a big breath into the nose. Fill up your lungs at absolutely every angle, not just wide, front to back, up and down, and every diagonal you can think of. On the exhale, blow everything out of your mouth. Nice, relaxed exhale. Nice, relaxed lips. Don't purse them. Big inhale through the nose, fill up your lungs at absolutely every angle. And then exhale, blow out of your mouth, relax face, and then completely blow the air out and feel how that pulls your abdominal wall in. It's a nice ab workout to exhale fully. That is our Pilates practice. Give me a big inhale through your nose. And exhale out of your mouth. Blow it out, blow it out, blow it out. Feel how that tummy pulls in. That is our core. Hands go back behind the thighs. Let's inhale. On the exhale, you're going to pull your spine into a C-spine. That's where the shoulders stay over the hips and you curl your spine back to, we'll say, a half circle, a C. Big inhale through the nose, fill up your lungs, come into a nice erect spine. Exhale, round the spine into a C-spine. Keep your legs in a neutral alignment. That's where the legs come out of the hips. Knees and ankles are all on the same line. Big inhale through the nose. Nice erect spine, just a straight neutral spine, not an extension. Exhale, round the spine. And then hold this position. Reach your arms out, they're shoulder level, round back, round back, round back, about halfway, but wherever you can handle. Hold this, lift your arms up in space. Don't let your shoulders lift or your ribs flare. Keep that nice round spine. Bring your arms forward. However high you can lift, it depends on your flexibility and control. Inhale, lift your arms, keep the shoulders down. That's the level of control. Keep the ribs closed. Exhale, bring those arms down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Again, inhale, lift the arms. So a little bit of scapular isolation, not letting those shoulder blades move in space, trying to keep them nice and controlled, stable, while we are lifting and lowering these arms in the sockets. Bring these arms down, keep it, round back a bit. Exhale, come up a bit. We're only working with a couple inches here. Inhale, round back a bit. Exhale, come up a bit. Keep your legs neutral. Don't let them open out to the sides or go inward. Toes are pointed forward wherever you're looking, always, just like you're walking in space. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale. Exhale, round. Can we go back all the way on the box? Make sure you have enough space. Go back, reach your arms up to the ceiling, stay in a neutral spine, don't let that head drop back in extension. Reach your arms, lift your head, let that be an inhale. Exhale, round up, round up, round up, come up to C-spine. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. If you need to adjust, adjust. Round our spine into a C-spine. Exhale, round back. Round back, legs stay neutral, don't let those feet turn out. All the way back. Let's find extension this time. Drop your head, reach your arms. Reach your arms, lift your head, it's an inhale. Exhale, curl the spine up. If you need to grab on behind the thighs, grab on behind the thighs. Find the C-spine first. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. One more time like this. Round our spine into a C-spine. Roll back. Find bone by bone, go on the box. The left and right side of every spine bone slowly goes onto the box with control. Reach back, try not to let your ribs flare. Don't let that back peel off the back box. Reach your arm to lift your head. This is an inhale. Exhale, round and roll up. Take your time. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. I want you to round your spine into a C-spine. Go back halfway, stay. Good. Can we lift one leg in tabletop? Lower that leg down. A little single toe tap action. Other leg lifts up. Lower down. Exhale, lift up. In other words, this could be our marching. Lower down. Think the thigh lifts, the knee joint stays the same. So it comes from that thigh lifting up, our core lifting that thigh. Lower. Exhale, lift. Lower. Exhale, lift. Lower one more time. Exhale, lift. Can we stay? Can you lift the other leg up? Don't judge yourself wherever you're at. Stay in this position. Turn your palms down. Let's start our 100. We inhale for a full 5 count. We exhale for a full 5 count. Can we roll back a bit? Inhale for a full 5 count. Exhale for a full 5 count. We're slowly making it to our shoulder blades. Go back a bit. Inhale for a full 5 count. Exhale for a full 5 count. Can you go back a bit? Inhale for a full 5 count. Exhale for a full 5 count. Go back a bit. Inhale for a full 5 count. Exhale for a full 5 count. You're at the tips of the shoulder blade. Extend the legs if you can. Inhale for a full 5 count. Exhale. Lower the legs a bit. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Aggressive with those arms is pumping about 5 to 8 inches. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. And exhale, bend in the knees. Extend one leg, both hands on the opposite knee, and switch. And switch. You can keep going like this with your hands. If you want to think about it a little bit extra, the outside hand goes on the ankle with the knee that's pulled in, and you're pulling that leg into proper alignment. So where the hip socket is, the knee, ankle, and second toe are all in that same line. You can tell when you pull into your flexibility, your leg likes to adjust a little bit depending on your own flexibility or inflexibility. So trying to get into that nice alignment pattern. It's an exhale, exhale. 1 more on each side. Exhale, really pull that leg in. And exhale, pull both knees in. You reach your legs, extend your arms, make sure you're stable on your box. Circle the arms, pull in the knees, exhale. Inhale, open yourself up, stay lifted in your crunch. Circle the arms, pull in the knees, exhale. Inhale, circle, exhale. Inhale, stay lifted. It's all about keeping yourself lifted in your core and letting that challenge of your limbs reach away from your body. 1 more time, stay with me. Exhale, pull it in. Can you extend your legs? Grab onto one ankle, lower the other leg. You pull, and you switch, find your scissor. Exhale, exhale. Now think about your flexibility. And switch. Exhale, exhale. Don't let those legs rotate. Exhale, exhale. Keep neutral alignment and then go to that flexibility pattern. I'm sure if you let your leg rotate, you can pull it in deeper, but let's not let that happen. Elbows out to the side. Find bicep curls. You pull it in. Exhale, exhale. Still lift it up to the tips of our shoulder blade. 2 more. Exhale, exhale. Last pass. Exhale, exhale. Almost done here. Lift both legs. Hands go back behind the thighs. Lower the legs. The ankles are pointed. Flex the feet. Exhale, lift. Good. Point lower. Inhale. Flex, lift. Exhale. 3 more. Point lower. Nice, strong workout. Exhale or warm up. 2, point lower. Flex, lift. Last pass, point lower. And flex, lift. Bend the knees in, hands go back behind the thighs. Rock and roll yourself up. Welcome to the party. Okay, I like the red spring. You're gonna come up and stand up in space. Allow yourself to ground. You're going to stand up on the box, or no, not on the box. You're going to stand up on the reformer, facing the box. And once you have that, careful, your feet, balls of the feet are going to be on the side of the reformer. Your hands are about in the middle of the box. We all have different lengths of our body. I would say either close to you or in the middle of the box, probably the furthest, or if you're really long, maybe further away. Shoulders are going to go right over those hands. Your knees are bent to where your back is nice and long and spaced like a table. Now straighten the legs out, exhale. Bend the knees in, inhale. Perfect. Exhale, straighten out. Inhale, come in. Exhale, push away. Inhale, come in. If this red spring is too heavy, go to a lighter spring. Sometimes it's a lot to push out on the spring on this box, so don't let that be the challenge. I want a nice stable spring. It's not too light where you feel like you can control it, and it's not too heavy where it's too hard to push out. Exhale. Trying to keep the shoulders over those hands. I know, especially when I rewatch these videos, I can really tell that alignment can be off. So be patient with yourself on trying to find that. And every pass, just try to fix it if you notice that you're a little off. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Press it out, stay out. Your shoulders and arms are in alignment. Now push the arms away from you, and then inhale, bring them back underneath you. You're in a nice plank position. Exhale, push away. Inhale, come back in. Exhale, push away. Inhale, come in. Think about the front neck and the back neck are the same length. Sometimes we tend to look up and that shortens the back of our neck. Really look down so that back neck and front neck are the same length. Exhale, push away. Inhale, come in. One more time. Exhale, push away. Come in, stay in, arms are right in alignment right underneath those shoulders. Start pointing and flexing your feet. If you move your hands on the box, it makes it a little easier or harder, depending on if they're closer to you or further away from your body. So play with it. See what your body can handle today. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, flex. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale, flex. Bend the knees in. I want you to extend the leg back behind you. And then find this nice long position from the crown of the head to that foot. You are nice and long. I want you to straighten the leg that's on the reformer and come back in. Ready to get crazy? Straighten out, bend the knee in. So legs are doing opposite things. Straighten the leg back behind you. A little jackknife. Exhale, straighten out. By jackknife, I mean can opener. A variation of it anyway. Exhale, press out. One leg straight, one leg's bent. Inhale, come in. Exhale. Inhale, come in. 2 more. Hips are even from the left and right side. Try not to hike up a hip. 1 more. Come in. I want you to pike it up and point that leg back behind you. You're going to come into a plank position, lower that leg down. You pike it up, so lift the hips, the leg lifts in space. You're going to lower it down, find your plank. Exhale. Inhale, nice and controlled. Try not to slam the carriage in. Exhale, hips are even from the left and right side. Inhale, come in. Exhale, pike it up, leg lifts. Inhale, last time. Exhale. Find your plank, stay in your plank. Bend the knee in towards your chest. I want you to swivel that knee one direction, swivel it the other. Come in, keep that knee bent. Press it out. You're in a plank position. Swivel the knee one way. Swivel the knee the other way. Come back neutral. Come in, keep that knee bent. Press it out. Inhale, exhale, swivel. Nice comfortable breath here, swivel. Come back neutral. Bring the carriage in, back is long. 1 more. Press it out. You swivel. And a swivel. Come back neutral. And then bring it in. Good. Bring the foot back onto the reformer. Adjust if you need to adjust. Press it out. Come back in. Give me a couple of these just to gather our soul. Exhale, press it out. Inhale, come in. Exhale. We do 1 more. Press it out. Come in. Stay in a neutral spine. Spine is long. Extend the opposite leg back, the opposite when we started. You're going to press the carriage out. Get used to it. Come in. Press it out. Come in. Now we're going to find that can opener. As you straighten the leg on the reformer, the opposite leg bends. Straighten that leg, the other leg bends. Exhale as you press away. Inhale, come in. Exhale. Inhale, come in. How is the front neck, back neck situation? In alignment, of course, because you're thinking about it. Hips are even from the left and right side. You're trying to keep those arms in alignment under the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. 2. 1 more. Press it out. From here, you're going to pull the keratin into a pike and lift that leg up in space. Find a plank, let that leg lower. Pike it up, lift the leg. Lower it down. Pike it up and lift. Hips are even. Try not to let that hip open up with the leg that's lifting. 2 more. Last pass. Press it out, stay out. Bend the knee in towards your chest. Swivel it one direction. Swivel it the other direction. Come back neutral and bring it in. Keep that knee bent. Press it out. Swivel. Swivel. Nice and calm to the middle. Come back, bend in. Again, press it out. Swivel. Swivel. Neutral. Come in. You got it. Press it out. Swivel. Swivel. Neutral. Come in. 1 more. Press it out. Swivel. Swivel. Neutral. Come in. Both feet on. Give me a couple passes. Pressing it out. Coming back in. Calming your soul down. It wasn't that big of a deal. Pressing out. Come back in. 2 more passes. Exhale. Come in. Last one. Press it out. And come in. Good. Lay on your box in this direction, the same way you're facing. When you lay down, you're prone. I want you to have your chest hang off the edge of the box. And then once you're there, arms reach out, thumbs on top, fingers off to the side, glue your legs together, lift your thighs up. I want you to have a neutral spine. So spine is long, neck is in that alignment. Pull into a back extension and pull yourself, I'm gonna say through your arms and lower down. Now, the further away your arms are, the harder, the closer, the easier. Inhale, pull yourself into a little back extension, keep your tummy on the box. Exhale, lower down. You keep going. It's not a high back extension. I want that upper back to be working. Exhale, lower. Are your thighs trying to lift off the box? I hope so. Inhale. If it's too hard to keep your legs together, let them be hip width apart. Exhale, lower. Not judging yourself where you're at today. Inhale. Pull yourself through. Exhale, lower. I'm going to say 1 more. Inhale. And then lower down. Let your legs be hip width apart. Grab your ropes where the ropes and the straps connect. Arms are by your side. Legs are lifted hip width apart. I want you to have a nice neutral spine. Pull your arms towards your body, lift up into a back extension. From here, bend the elbows into tricep, lower your back to neutral. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, straighten up and lift. Exhale, lower down. Pulling straps number 2, inhale, lift. Lower down. Last time. Pull. This time, I want you to go to a T-arm and lower down. Pull and lift. Arms out to a T as you lower to neutral. Inhale, pull and lift. T-arm and down. Pull and lift. 1 more time. Down. Pull and lift. Let's do 1 more variation. Arms are long, they lower down. You find a neutral spine. You pull the arms to the side, find your back extension. Lower those arms down to the side of the reformer. Wrists are straight, back is neutral. Inhale, pull and lift. Lower. How are those thighs? Try to lift them off the box. Neutral with the legs. Don't let them rotate out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Let's pull and lift it and stay. Pull, lift, and stay. Pull, lift, and stay. Pull, lift, and stay. And lower down. Good. Straps go down to their home. A little bit more back. I want you to walk yourself to your risers. Grab onto your risers. Let's just get a little bit of a stretch here. Drop your head down to neutral. Relax. All right, lift your legs up, they're neutral. Bend the elbows down towards the ground. Lift up into a lower back extension. Lower down. Neutral spine. Arms are long. Shoulders stay in your core. Don't let them disassociate. Inhale, bend and lift. Exhale, lower. Feel free to drop your spring if this is too much for you. Inhale, pull and lift. Lower down. Exhale. Inhale, pull and lift. Remember, it's not about it being heavy. It's always about the control of your body in the reformer. Well, more of your body. Pull. Inhale, elbows are pointing down towards the ground. Lower. We got one more. Inhale. And lower down. Good. Pull or just relax for a little bit. Let that traction happen. Shoulders can go away from your core. Take a big breath as if you're filling the air up in your shoulders area. And just let go. Hands go down to the side of the reformer. Slide yourself down. Good. Come out of this position. From here, turn your box into a short box. And then once you're in a short box, be proud of yourself where you're at. I want you to sit down on your box, face the bar area. I like your spring. I want you to have your knees right over your ankles in this position. I like your spring to stay the same. We're gonna do some arm work, so if you like different spring settings, feel free. Sometimes a red can be a little heavy. Grab onto your straps. Carefully, of course. Take a big breath in. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Lift your arms back behind you. Find a little bicep curl. It's not a heavy one. Release. Get used to it. Now, as we're doing this little light spring bicep curl, I want you to think about the ribs and the pelvis. I want them to be pointed towards one another. Whenever we do these arms, it can really let our ribs flare open. And I want you to notice what you need to do in your core to keep your ribs pointed down towards your pelvis. One more time. Bend in, stay in. I want you to come out of that bend just a little bit. Lift your arms up in space for an offering variation, lower down. So the arms stay the same shape. So there's a slight bend in the elbows. You're lifting these arms up and lowering down in that shape. How are the ribs when you are lifting your arms in space? They're pointed towards the pelvis, of course. The front neck and back neck have the same length. Notice where you're looking with your eyes. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Brooke. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. One more time. Lift it up, stay up. Another variation of our offering. Bend the elbows in towards our side. We're going to lift up to that position by straightening those arms out-ish. Bend in the elbows. Exhale, reach out with those arms at the diagonal. Inhale, bend. Exhale, reach. Find that full exhale. Inhale through the nose. When you exhale, get all the air out and feel how that abdominal wall pulls in naturally. You never just like flex your abs. It just doesn't happen like that. When people are like, squeeze your butt. Make me do the motion to make my butt squeeze. Exhale, same concept with your abs. If you exhale fully, your abs engage naturally. One more time. Straighten out, stay out. Align these arms with your shoulders. Turn your palms towards each other. Open up for hug a tree. Ribs stay pointed to the pelvis. Exhale, close your arms around an imaginary tree. Inhale. Let's give all the trees on the planet some love, all the plants. Thanks for producing oxygen for us. We love you. Thank you. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 2 more, open. Exhale, close. Last pass. Close. Lower those arms down, palms are up towards the ceiling. Our up circles. Lift your arms up, open them out to a T. They lower down. When your arms are lifting, that's our up circles. Open and lower. Lift, shoulder level, open out to a T, lower. You open out, your circles are only as big as you can with the control of your core. So it's control of what your ribs are wanting to do in space. One more time. Lift, open, lower, reverse it, open out to a T, close, exhale, lift your palms and lower. Open, close, turn your palms up and lower. Ears over shoulders, don't let that neck get crazy. Exhale. We exhale on the work, so think when we are pulling these straps, that's the work. Turn up, lower down, one more time. Lift. These are our down circles because your arms are lowering down when they're in front of you. Good, okay, let's reach our arms back behind us. Let's close off with that bicep curl. And close off our arm series with this bicep curl. Notice the stability of your torso. Notice the alignment, ears over shoulders, shoulders over ribs. Ribs are over those hips. One more time. Good. Bring your straps back down. Gladly. I want us to turn around. You're going to have your forearms on the box, and your knees are going to be on the carriage. Our strap springs stay the same. Elbows are down on the box. Shoulders are over those elbows. And then you're going to have your feet on the edge of the reformer. And sometimes I have to push open the reformer a bit so I can bring my knees back on the carriage so my back is more neutral versus shortened in a round position. So from here, you can have your hands together or arms apart, whatever you like. Sometimes it's easier when you close that chain when your hands or arms are together. So from here, you ready? Hover the knees, lower the knees. That's it, get used to it. Exhale, and lower. Exhale, and lower. We're lifting that back up to neutral. Notice what your neck wants to do. Front neck, back neck are trying to be the same length. You'll notice your habits. You'll notice where you like to look, hopefully. And it's not just you're doing that in Pilates. You're doing that everywhere. So training our body with that neutral neck, neutral spine here, it'll start to reflect out there in the wild. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Hover. Yes, stay. Straighten out. Bend in. I know we did this at the beginning of the class. We're doing it again, just a different fashion. Inhale, bend in. We won't be here forever. Exhale, push. Inhale, come in. Exhale. Inhale, come in. You got it. Exhale, push. 1 more. We stay out. The arms push the box away. Come back in. Exhale. Inhale, come in. Notice what your neck wants to do. Exhale. Inhale, come in. 2. Last pass. Come in, bend the knees in. Good. Bring your knees back down. I want you to come out of this position completely. I want you to get the box, take it off of your reformer, put it wherever you like to keep it. Take your time to put it up, wherever up may be in your studio, home, whatever you like to call it. So once you have that, let's bring our bar up to medium position, our foot bar, our foot position. Sometimes I like to refer to it as a high, medium, and low bar, so that medium setting. And let's stay on the swing that we've been working on. So once you have that, lay down on your reformer. How you lay down on the reformer, you're sitting on the edge, you're gonna lean down on your side, then roll into your back. Once you have that, I like a head rest flat. Why do I like my head rest flat? Because I like the front neck and the back neck to be the same length. We have a very forward head society, and I am not trying to train that even deeper. Hands are by your side. Press your arms down, heels are hip width apart. Flex your feet in space, press out. It's light, be careful, find control. Inhale, bend. Exhale, push out. So with this light spring, our ribs usually like to flare up. Close them. Point them down towards your pelvis. Close them is like a nice strong tummy in that upper ab area to allow that level of control. See if you can feel that. One more time. Now, if you are anti head rest flat, sometimes it's hard for us with our flexibility patterns. I want you to make sure it's flat for this next move right here. So stay in, keep the carriage in, your headrest is flat, round and roll the spine up bone by bone. You're gonna be on your shoulders. Inhale, lift up, your wrists are trying to be flat, your fingers are down. Exhale, round and roll down. I know this is a lot on your hamstrings. If that's too much, give me a little bit more weight on your spring and it'll help you. Big breath in. Exhale, curl the pelvis, roll it up, bone by bone, even from the left and right side of your vertebra. You're lifted up to your shoulders. Notice it's no pressure on my neck. Exhale, round and roll down. You never want to come into this butt lift with your head lifted up in space. Too much on our nerves. They don't like it. Big breath in. Exhale, round and roll up. All the way up. Standing on your arms. Exhale, round and roll down. Even from the left and right side of our vertebra, trying to be anyway, not judging ourselves where we're at, just meeting it. Sometimes I meet it with, that's interesting, I'm tight there. And usually I can go, oh, I was in my car for a couple hours yesterday. That's why. Exhale, round and roll down. Or, oh, I slept in the same position all night. That's why. We're doing Pilates to help balance our body out. Inhale, lift, and we're going to stay lifted. Okay, we did a variation of this marching earlier. Keep the carriage pulled in, lift the leg and tabletop from the thigh, lower that leg back down onto the bar. Other leg lifts, lower down. Hips are lifting it even, lift. Alternating the legs in space with one leg lifting up and lowering. Exhale, lifting and lowering. Lift those hips. Every pass, you'll notice your hips lower down in space a little bit. Our bodies work so hard. They're pretty good at knowing how to make things the easiest it can for us. Every pass, because it gets a little bit more efficient. And I want us to challenge ourselves. So it's like, no, body, lift the hips. One more time. Exhale. Lower that leg on the bar. Lift your hips up even higher. Press the carriage out about 3/4 of the way. Exhale, bend it in. Lift, 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 lift. Inhale, press out. Exhale, pull it in, 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 pull it in. Good, you keep going. Notice your legs are neutral. Don't you let those knees turn out to the side or inward. No, no, no. If that's happening, make it a smaller range of motion. I'll be a little hard on you. I'm going to say it's unacceptable to let those legs get crazy. I want you to age with these legs the rest of your life, and I want them to be in neutral. Our bones don't like it whenever we are out of alignment like that. I want your bones to age with grace. One more time. If you honor your neutral alignment, that's where that strength can come in to hold yourself in proper alignment. Exhale, round and roll down. We're not done here. This is just a little break. Take a big breath in. Oh, exhale, round and roll up. Yes. Now, different body part with a long spine. Hover your butt down on the mat. With a long spine, lift the butt up. Hover down. Long spine lifts. Inhale, lower, no pinching, no pain. If you have a heavier spring on your reformer, it makes it easier. You're not having to work so hard to hold the carriage in. Wrists are trying to be flat, palms are trying to be down. Again, not judging our flexibility of our arm line. but it's our goals. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale, lift. 1 more. Lift and stay lifted. Round and roll down. Yes. Doesn't that feel so good? Of course it does. Grab your straps. Just get off the back of those legs a bit. Reach your arms up. They're aligned with your shoulders. Then lift one leg in tabletop. Then you lift the other leg in tabletop. Lower the arms, come into a crunch. Inhale, lower. Changing up our body. Exhale, lower and crunch. Lift. Glue your legs together. Extend the legs at the same time. Exhale. If it's too much to do the leg work too, don't you do it. Exhale, reach everything, your crunch. If it's too much to crunch up, don't do it. It's your practice. Exhale. 2 more. 1 more time. Crunch it up, stay up. Open the legs, close the legs. Bend the knees, bend the elbows for triceps. Stay in your crunch, our coordination. Reach your arms, reach your legs. Open the legs, close the legs. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. You see why it's called coordination? Exhale, reach arms and legs. Open the legs, close the legs. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Let those upper arms hover. Exhale, reach everything out. Open the legs, close the legs, bend the knees, bend the elbows. 1 more coordination, reach. Open the legs, close the legs, bend the knees and bend the elbows. Drop your head down. Good. Straps go back down to their home. Hands are by your side. There's just a mere little break for you. Legs are hip width apart. Round and roll the spine up, bone by bone. Elena, you're welcome. Stay. Lift one leg in tabletop. I want you to hold this. Remember that long spine again? Lower the long spine down, hover the booty. Lift the long spine up. Lower the long spine down, hover the booty. Exhale, lift. Hips are even from left and right side. Lower down. Didn't you enjoy that little break? Exhale, lift. 2, lower. Exhale, lift. 1 more time, lower. And lift. Bring that foot back down onto the bar. Make sure the carriage is pulled in. Wrists are flat. Other leg lifts to tabletop. You lower the spine down to the long spine. Lift. Lower down. That booty's hovering. Legs are in proper alignment. Exhale. Lower. Exhale. Lower. Exhale. 1 more. I know you think you're done, but you're almost done. Bring that foot on the bar. Lift the hips up even higher. Lift the other leg in tabletop. Straighten it up to the ceiling. Small leg circles. 1, 2, keep the carriage pulled in. 3, we're going to 5. 4, nothing else is moving but that leg. 5, reverse it. Exhale. Is your hamstring saying hi to you? Good. 2 more. Bend the knee in. Bring that foot on the bar. Assess yourself. Pull in the carriage. Lift the hips. Other leg lifts up straight to the ceiling. Small circle. 1, precise circles. 2, try not to let anything else move. 3, how are those arms? Pressing down on the carriage. I like to say standing on your arms. Stand on those arms. Reverse it. Exhale. Carriage is in. Hips are even. Wrists are flat. You got it. You're precise. You're controlled. Bend the knee in. Drop the foot. Lift those hips high. Round and roll down. Yes. Hands are going to hang onto the pegs where you hook your straps or the shoulder stoppers, whatever you like. Now, I want you to lift one leg in tabletop, and then you'll lift the other leg in tabletop. Straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. Lower the legs. Elbows are in your side view. Lift the legs. Exhale, up and over. Legs are parallel to the ground. I want you to lower the legs just a bit. Lift up just a bit, not into our full jackknife. Round and roll down. So it's like a little jackknife prep. Legs lower. Be patient with your rollovers. Lift the legs. It's a full exhale. If you hold your breath, it makes it too hard. So exhale, 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 exhale. Lower the legs towards the well. They don't have to touch the floor. That's a lot. Lift the legs as high as you feel like you can handle. Now keep those legs high, and then you roll down. Find that level of control. Try not to let those elbows move around. Notice they want to, but you're like, Lower the legs, lift the legs. Nice and controlled. Find the same speed everywhere. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Your headrest is flat. That's necessary. Lower the legs. Lift the legs. Round and roll down, bone by bone. Take your time. Yes. One more jackknife. Lower. And press yourself. Lift. Exhale up and over. Lower the legs. Lift the legs. Round and roll down. Take your time. Try not to let those elbows move around in space. Good. Keep it. Elbows in your side view. Legs are straight to the ceiling. Sway the legs to one side. Don't let the shoulders lift. They don't have to lift or go to the side far. Exhale as you pull to the center. Sway your legs the opposite direction. Exhale, pull to the center. Sway. Exhale, pull to the center. Sway. Pull to the center. One more time. Sway. Pull to the center. Last time, sway. Shoulders are down. Pull to the center, bend the knees. Drop your feet down. Drop your legs over the bar. Hands are by your side. Turn your palms up. Close your eyes if you feel willing. And melt. Like fully relaxed. And I have taught many classes with many people where I know sometimes it's really hard for some people to relax. So if that is you right now, and sometimes it can totally be me, it depends on the day, melt. I like to play dead. Like I'm playing with a 3-year-old and they're like, bang! And you're like, play dead. And I notice when you do that, what starts to let go? Sometimes you're like, oh, I didn't realize my butt was squeezed. Or my hand was in flexion, or my foot was all tensed up. Let go. Find a moment of gratitude for your body. This beautiful vehicle we have been blessed with. Imagine your dream car, right? Whatever that is for you, just imagine it. It's like everything you want. Don't you be in scarcity mode either. Whatever dream car you want. Like if I was like, I'm about to hand you the keys to this car, and you're like, no, you're not, and you're so excited about it. Yes, I am. Find that dream car. I just handed you the keys, and I'm like, baby, you go drive. Let me see you whip that car around. And you go whip it around, and you take it to a gas station. And you see that this car only takes a specific fuel, like gas or diesel. Let's say it takes diesel. But you only see gasoline. Are you going to put gasoline in a diesel tank? I'm going to tell you no, it'll really mess the car up. Don't ever do that. But in that choice, you have your absolute dream car, and you know it's not supposed to take that fuel. Stay with me, you'll see where I'm going. But you do it anyway. And you know the consequences of what's going to happen to that car. That car can't make it. It will completely just, I'm not going to say ruin the engine, but you're going to have to take it to the shop, and they're going to have to do a lot of work to it to fix it and get it back, hopefully. Can I tell you that your body is that vehicle? What you put in it matters. What it does to it matters. Sometimes we get so used to putting in the bad fuel in our bodies. I don't know, because society is constantly feeding us all this information to eat this, drink this. Like all these things, it's not okay. Tap into your body. Know it's okay with it, for it. Feel how it makes you feel. Drink the water. Eat the plants. Tap into the right medicine. It's what comes from this beautiful planet. It's always feeding us stuff. Tell this vessel that we've been blessed with. It's our dream vehicle. Think about where your legs have taken you. My legs have taken me to some really cool places. I've seen some really cool views with these eyes. My hands have touched some really cool things. My arms have been wrapped around the coolest people and animals with the best embraces. This vessel we have been blessed with does really cool things for us. Can we give it a moment of gratitude? Thank you, body. Let's stop being so hard on ourselves. Tap into joy. Tap into the moment, not being so busy. You are right on time. You're exactly where you need to be right now. Appreciate that. All right, come back, open your eyes. Come back to reality. And I want you to go do exactly what you're supposed to be doing out there. You're already on your way. We need you. Be you. Be okay with being yourself. Say what you need to say. Everything with love, of course. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Like, love, subscribe, tell your friends. I appreciate you being here very much. It helps. Thank you. If you want me to do anything specific of Pilates content, tell me in the comments. If you want to say anything else in the comments, I love to read them. They make me very happy. We're creating a very beautiful community here. It makes me very happy to see who's out there and watching. It's a very loving community. Thank you all very much for that. Until next time, my friends.